Don't destroy your D2C brand. Avoid these 5 situations. To learn more, check this video. Hi friends, this is Harsh Mahajan. Welcome to Harsh Mahajan channel. So let's understand the 5 situations which you should avoid, which can destroy your D2C brand. First is poor customer support. Now you will say, how poor customer support is unusual in India? Well, you are selling a D2C brand and poor customer support is indeed an unusual activity which you should avoid. There can be multiple reasons why the customers are experiencing the poor customer support. One, probably you don't have any CRM in place because you have just started, you never thought that you need a CRM. So go install any kind of good CRM. Two, you don't have any kind of a trained manpower to handle customer queries. Customers are asking some specific questions about the product or your services, and your team is not trained enough to answer those queries. Third is your SOPs are missing. You haven't built the right SOPs for your team, which can help your team as well as your customers. So you have to invest your time and energy in building those SOPs to deliver the wow customer experience. Fourth is deploy a tool with which your customers as well as your team members can easily interact together. You might have a live chat feature on your website. You may have a conversation chatbot, or you can simply go with a tool like Interact, which provides you with the WhatsApp business APIs and gives you a single unified inbox where your team can interact with your customers. So think from the perspective of customers, what kind of tool you like to deploy and how you want them to reach out, be it SMS, chats, chatbots, WhatsApp, mails, calls, whatever you like. But at least have at least one tool where you can centrally manage all those things. Now the next unusual situation is your clumsy website navigation. You will say how the clumsy website navigation is again unusual. Well, you have made a very complex structure for your customers to browse the products and the relevant categories on your website, and it becomes very difficult for customers to find the correct product they are looking at, which gives them again a very bad experience, and you definitely want to avoid them. So there are multiple things which you can do to avoid them, like use proper colors, have a very good clean simple UI which makes the navigation much more easier for the customers to browse your website and the products. Also have very clear refiners and the structures to sort for the customers, where they can easily sort the product prices on the website. Most of the time you will see that those refiners are available on the category or subcategory pages, but most of the time people forget that these are the very critical pieces for a user to easily browse their website. Also, a very long checkout process is something which you should avoid because again that is going to bring down the conversion rate for you. You should have a very simple, clean, or maybe probably a 1 or 2 step checkout process so that customers can easily buy the products. Now the next is incorrect or improper information on your website. Most of the times what happens is you have incorrect product images which are not matching to the actual product, or you might have those text specifications which you have mentioned on your website but they are not matching to the product. So you have to make sure that whatever your product is, that information is exactly the same on your website and they are clearly and easily visible on your website, so that customers don't have to spend too much time in figuring out what the size is, what the color is, what are the raw materials, or any other text specification which is relevant to your niche. So make sure you highlight those key parameters on your website very clearly and they are exactly the same which your product is having. Also, there is a possibility that you have the incorrect policy statements on your website, like you wrote your shipping policy 5 months, 6 months, or a year back. Now you have changed your shipping policy and the terms. You have a different return policy. Earlier you might have be giving 7 days policy, return policy. Now you are giving say 30 days. or vice versa. So you have to make sure that there is no incorrect information on your website, because content is the king. Your customers are interacting directly to you, so what they are assuming, whatever you're mentioning on your website is actually 100% correct. So that's why you have to make sure that there is no incorrect, no missing information, and each and every piece of the content on your website is 100% accurate and precise. Now, fourth unusual situation, well, lack of marketing callouts. You will again, question goes, how this is an unusual situation? Well, this is an unusual situation in the sense you are directly selling the products to your customers, and if there are no marketing or sale callouts, then it looks like you are stuck in something. There is a stagnation phase. Customers want to see new offers, new callouts, new banking offers. Every time they visit, something new has to be there. So like sometimes you might be giving say 10% off on a banking offer. Next time you might be giving a BOGO offer, buy one get one free kind of an offer. Third time you might be giving a kind of offer like they buy two products and they get something free. So there has to be fresh marketing callouts. There has to be regular cross-selling and upselling activities on your website which are visible and evident to the customers. Do use proper use of ads, email, push notifications to actually communicate those marketing callouts to your customers. Remember, freshness is the key here. You have to present them there that these are not the old offers. These are fresh offers, and you have to make them believe that they are actually living in with FOMO, like fear of missing out. If they don't buy this product this time at this price, tomorrow it might not be available. And you have to plan your marketing activities like this. You have to be little intelligent, where you have to play with the minds of your potential users. You cannot just simply say this is a flat 10% off or something. You have to play with this psychology and play with the fear of losing out, missing out, and drive your sales. Last but not the least, failing up to your brand image. Well, when you started your brand, you might have thought about some brand values and some brand ethics, but you're not following them. You're not sticking to those brand policies and ideology which should have been your part of your D2C DNA. There might be possibility you might be using poor packaging now, which is giving a bad customer experience. You might not be having that of customer first ideology which earlier you should be having. You might not be having a great work culture due to which your employees are having bad mouthing on LinkedIn or any other professional network. Or your vendors are not satisfied with your payment terms, your work ethics, or anything else. So make sure everything is actually a part of your brand image, and you have to make sure you have to listen to what others are saying internally and externally on the social media platform, on your internal memos, on your mails. Don't neglect or ignore those things, because that can hamper the brand value in the long run. People will always like to work with you if they know that you are credible enough, you are going to stick with your business commitments. One or two cases might not be the pattern, but if those things or problems happen frequently, then they are most likely to leave you. So these were the collection of 5 unusual mistakes which you should avoid, else it can kill or destroy your D2C brand. Do subscribe and share this video, and stay tuned for future videos.